So Batman and X-Men came out right around the same time.
I also watched a lot of X-Men.
Same.
Comics. And Gargoyles. That was always
Gargoyles was really good.
It was so good.
But X-Men, I went and rewatched a few. And I remember as a kid thinking, like, this is the pinnacle of, like, comic book, cartoon. This is, like, good TV. It takes itself really seriously. It's really nailing it. And Batman, you go back and watch it, and it's like, no, it's really, really well done. Like, the art style is really innovative and interesting. The, like, world they built for Gotham. Even, like, they let you actually, like, see things happen. And it doesn't just have to be, like, wall-to-wall talking. Which you know I appreciate, because I hate wall-to-wall talking.
Howdy, it's Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022, and this is episode 188 of Due for a Win, the Atlantic City and Casino Biz podcast. I'm Kyle Askin, joined, as always, by Craig Stone. What's good, Craig?
We are good. This whole show is a celebration of us, because today is the 7th anniversary of the release of episode number 1 of Due for a Win, the Atlantic City and Casino Biz podcast.
That probably means that we recorded the first episode like 7 years ago yesterday. So when you all listen to it like 2 weeks in the future or whenever Craig posts this, you can think back on that and how much better we were back then.
No, I think the first episode took like a week. It took a while to get that up.
You didn't know what you were doing, and
yeah, and then in honor of that, the last episode took like 5 days.
Took a week, right?
So I really wanted to go back to my roots and just sit on it and think about it a lot. And then, as you heard, if you listened to last episode, not really edit it that much either.
I think that sounds right. I think the 15th may have been when we recorded the first episode.
But we didn't say the date in the first few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know. There's no way to know. I might still have the file somewhere, and I could look in the metadata.
I certainly have the files around, so I can also look.
Let us pause the podcast. No. Pause the recording.
It doesn't have to happen.
Do it during the show right now. Let's go, just like last episode.
Indeed, it's what the people want.
So that's the most important history.
Right.
There's some other stuff we can talk about, though.
Yeah. In 1888, you found a photo of the boardwalk from the Library Company of Philadelphia.
Seems legit.
Yeah, there's like some crazy looking tower thing that if it wasn't 1888, I'd assume is some sort of like the drop rides at carnivals and stuff. But given it probably was pretty boring.
Yeah, I think it's just an observation tower. I've never seen that in any picture of Atlantic City before.
No, I've never seen any of this. I've never, there's baths, Lindley's baths.
It looks very Red Dead Redemption 2, like the facades of all the stuff on the boardwalk. Looks very Old West. Mm-hmm. Lots of people on the boardwalk.
I love the guy with the Cleveland sign, got to get out for the presidential election. Apparently
it's for Cleveland's Steel Pier.
What? It is not for Grover Cleveland?
Oh, no, sorry. It was Cleveland's Iron Pier. Iron Pier.
Oh, I thought for sure that was for Grover Cleveland.
We had very little data on the Iron Pier. I believe that was the one where all we had about it was that it had live shows.
But
now we know.
Also shows young Nucky working the beat.
In the picture?
No. I mean, it seems like it could.
Yes.
The right time period.
It is. The thing that I really was surprised about was the Japanese name in the store on the boardwalk.
Yeah. Shimamura and Company.
And so, luckily, the Library Company of Philadelphia talks a lot about that in the little blurb, which I will link to. So, it says, through the glass storefront window at Shimamura and Company, numerous vases and framed works are visible. Shingo Shimamura, along with several Japanese partners, you don't need to know their names, opened the store in 1888 at Tennessee Avenue and the boardwalk. It sold Japanese art and decorative arts. And apparently, a few years later, they opened a second store in New York City. So if you can make it in Atlantic City, then you can expand to lesser markets, such as New York City.
New York City, indeed.
So I thought that was cool. I mean, I do really like the picture. It's good to see.
A nice picture.
Like, it's shocking to see, like, the very full boardwalk already in 1888, like bustling town in 1888.
Right, quite full. I mean, this surely must be the summer, but yeah, I think the facades look pretty nice, honestly. Like, it doesn't really look that much like 1888, I don't think.
Yeah, it looks fancy.
I mean, it looks fancy. It looks like, I would have guessed like early 20th century, but I wouldn't guess kind of 19th.
There was a lot of parasols.
There is a lot of parasols.
Because there was no sunscreen in 1888. A sunscreen, I think, is a very recent invention. Like in our parents' lifetimes.
Yep. Anyway, let's move on to 1988. So what happened then?
So we've already talked about in episode 88, Tyson Spinks at what was then Convention Hall, 91-second knockout. So we can't talk about that again, even though I just did. The other thing that happened in 1988 is even more of a stretch than this photo I found at the Philadelphia Library Company, which is the movie Beaches was released on December 21st. And you may be saying, that's not an Atlantic City movie. I've seen Beaches. I watch it every weekend. The first scene, I believe, the very start of Beaches, I've never seen this movie, I'm going by IMDb, was New York child performers Cece Bloom and San Francisco rich kid Hillary meet in a holiday resort in Atlantic City. It marks the start of a lifetime friendship between them, and that's the plot summary from IMDb. Not actually shot in Atlantic City, shot in Coney Island as far as I can tell. But there's nothing else to do with Atlantic City in the movie. It's just all about their friendship growing up. In the very short time that they show what is supposed to be Atlantic City, you get to see the famous boardwalk Mr. Peanut. And if you don't know anything about this movie, starred Bette Midler, Barbara Hershey, John Hurd, and a young Mayim Bialik way before Blossom, even before her multi-episode run on the show MacGyver, which I'm sure is what you know her from.
Indeed.
Beaches, 1988.
I think that was actually the best segment that we've ever done on the podcast, so I'm glad we could work the last 7 years to get up to that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That discussion of Beaches was more time than Beaches takes discussing Atlantic City.
Amazing.
But I had to get the MacGyver reference in for my mom because my mom was a MacGyver superfan. So there you go.
There you go.
So what's going on in our lives?
I think we're going to be going to Atlantic City in a week and a half.
Which is crazy because last episode you said, should we talk about a potential Atlantic City trip? This wasn't on the air. It was before. And I said, we shouldn't even talk about it because it's not going to happen. And now here we are with rooms booked, plans made. So what is the timeline? When are we getting there? When are we leaving?
So it's all up in the air. So rumor has it, our friend Taylor, who was the third person that went with us on your first Atlantic City trip, he may be able to come, which is an extremely rare treat for us. So if he comes, I think we probably won't be getting there until like 5 because he has to work more than me that day.
So you would pick him up and then go?
I'd pick him up and then go. Yeah, I assume we'll be getting there like mid to late afternoon.
Okay. So I think regardless, I am just going to take the 10:30 a.m. bus. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could take the train and just make it a very leisurely trip getting there, but I think I'll just take the bus because 10:30 bus gives me plenty of time to get into the city. Mm-hmm. And then that gets me to Caesars at around 1. Mm-hmm. 1:10, I believe, although it actually usually gets there a little faster than that. So if you're not picking him up, you'd get there earlier.
Yeah, correct. But I'm not even picking Taylor up until after 2 in Maryland, not really on my way.
Yeah. So your timeline of when you get there is very up in the air. It seems like I will just get there around 1.
It sounds like you'll be there like 4 hours before me.
That's fine. I'll find something to do. Mm-hmm. I was going to rent a car and it's only around $100.
Yep. I'm actually surprised that you're not, but yes, go ahead.
I know that last time, like, I really appreciated the ability to just leave whenever. And it was really nice to be able to leave later than the last bus leaves, because the last bus leaves on Saturday at 7, which seems impossible. It's an hour bus. But there's 2 World Cup games on. I think I'm going to want to...
So you're just going to want to get blasted on Saturday?
Blasted, but I think I'm going to take the bus, unless the rental cars drop to like $80 or $60 or something.
$20 is the difference.
Yeah. Well, 80 wouldn't do it, because the problem is the tolls and the gas with like double the amount of the rental car. So it's a big difference between the cost of the bus and the train. It does save me like 2 hours total, but the 7 p.m. bus is pretty much a perfect time, I think. Mm-hmm. Like, it gives me time to get a dinner. What will probably happen is that I just won't even figure out where I want to get dinner, and then I'll be starving on the bus the whole way home.
That sounds exactly right.
Did we even say December 2nd to December 3rd?
December 2nd to December 3rd.
One night trip.
I have no idea when we're leaving Saturday. I just asked Taylor if there's a specific time he has to be home or not, and he said he would get back to me. And that was, 12 hours ago. So
So what if he's like, oh yeah, I can get home at like midnight? Or would you stay later, or are you still like?
Don't think I can stay that late. But given that I'll be leaving a little later, I might try to push it some. But we'll see what happens. There have to be negotiations still.
So right now, you and I each have Centurion Tower panoramic view.
Indeed.
Rooms booked at Caesars.
Indeed.
So where are we actually going to stay as soon as we hang up and look at all our comps and totally change everything?
So I assume we would keep those. I mean, it should be a nice room, and I have to keep my streak going of just booking Caesars rooms all the time and never staying there. So yeah. I might stay in resorts or something, but
I was thinking if you were staying in resorts that if I could somehow get Hard Rock comped, I would switch to Hard Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But
then
if Taylor's staying in Caesars, then I would just stick with Caesars.
Right. Yeah.
That was when I wasn't sure if Taylor was coming or not.
I mean, if you can get Hard Rock comped, I can probably also get Hard Rock comped, and then we can move up there.
Oh, that's true.
Because I think we're at the same level. Hard Rock resorts.
Yes, resorts.
Or I'm positive I can get Ocean. I mean, I'm not positive. I haven't looked, but
yeah.
I should be able to get Ocean. I don't think they give me Saturdays anymore because they're mad at me, but
$209 at Ocean for me.
Or I get Fridays.
I cannot get Ocean comped.
Are you really making me do this on the
No,
air?
don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, keep talking then.
As I said, we will look at all this after the episode so that the trip report is totally different than everything we say at this point. So one thing we talked about offline, Diamond Celebration dinner. We each have one. I have done the research, which I know is not my MO.
Comp at Ocean. Comp.
Oh, okay, good. I told you not to do that. I have confirmed by simply going to a Caesars website that both Nobu and Hell's Kitchen accept the Diamond Celebration dinner.
Yeah, we got to go to Nobu, I think. Especially I know Taylor loves sushi. I really like sushi, so.
Yeah, sounds awesome to me.
I think that's what we got to do with it.
Yeah, go use at least one of our Diamond Celebration dinners.
I know you asked a while ago, and I was like, oh, let's wait for Taylor. But why don't you book a table for 3 at Nobu on Friday?
Okay, I'll try to do that.
Yeah.
So, I think that's a perfect plan. Normally, we try to go to a dive bar.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the dive bar plan? Are we trying to go to one last hurrah at Piccalilli? We're going to be at Caesars, so that puts you in the realm of Atlantic City Bar and Grill, Ducktown Tavern.
Yeah, we could do Ducktown. That's probably the best one from Caesars. We could go up to like Wingcraft maybe, or something like that.
Not a dive bar, but is a bar.
Sure.
I was picturing in my head Tony's Baltimore Grill, but that's such a walk.
That's not close at all.
No.
I mean, Atlantic City Bar and Grill is also not that close, honestly. It's much more of a North Boardwalk thing.
Yeah, I was thinking Ducktown Tavern when I said Atlantic City Bar and
Grill. Good. We'll figure something out.
We'll have to go to a dive bar.
The joy of going to a dive bar is you never have to plan ahead. You can just go.
That's true.
I mean, I think Ducktown sounds like the most reasonable plan. We'll see. We'll see how Taylor changes it up too. He's going to want to gamble more, I think, than go to bars or whatever. So
yeah, okay. Anything you have to do on this trip?
Nope.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Nope.
Lucky Snake.
You can. I mean, you'll have like 10 hours with no one else there, I'm sure, between 4 on Friday and like 6 on Saturday.
So the one thing I was very excited about when I saw the hour bus options is that one of them leaves from the Port Cochere at the Showboat at 7 p.m. And it's like, oh, built-in Showboat time. But then I actually thought about it. You can take it from resorts, I think, at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would mean I could go play at Showboat and then go get dinner on the Orange Loop or something. And like, that's probably the way to do it.
Why would you do that when you have the Atlantic City Eatery?
It was a good cheesesteak. It was a very good cheesesteak, I will say. That was actually in my, I have a document for this trip.
Oh my God.
I had Ace listed as a potential dinner.
That's okay. Sure. Call up your girl Haley and see if she can get you some more gift cards or whatever.
I think they're done with me.
I think, they've moved on.
They're like, we've given this guy too much free stuff already and gotten no return. As it should be. So, I mean, I have talked about how much I love it all the time. So I don't know.
I mean,
what
we've
else do I
never
have to
said
do? Jeez.
anything negative about Bart Blatstein. So
yeah, so I have to do that. I have to do my taffy taste test.
Okay.
James versus Frailingers must happen. And the World Cup I mentioned, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock are the 2 games, I think.
What round is that going to be by then?
I think it's the first knockout round.
The first knockout round?
10 o'clock, I was thinking, wake up, go to the Wild Wild West and watch the game in the sports book. 2 o'clock game, Showboat Sports Bar has a huge sports bar. They probably won't even have it on. Like there's nobody paying attention to what's on those screens, right? We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening.
All right, but we're going to Atlantic City in a week and a half.
I have one more thing I have to do.
Okay.
In Atlantic City. Listener Paul, not to be confused with my brother Paul B, emailed me to say that I should go give Bally's some play and see what kind of offers I get.
I think that's a fair point.
Bally's also does a status match with a match whatever free play offer you get.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never played at the new Bally's under the new Twin River Holdings.
And I only
Bally's
played
Corp ownership
once immediately after it changed hands, so I might even be eligible for this too.
That's true. So I'm not. I have $50 free bets right now from Borgata. I'm not sure if they'll match that in free play.
Sure, I have $75 in free play from the Nugget.
Yeah. See if you're inactive enough to get it.
Actually, is we should see how expensive it is for the Bally's for that night.
Oh.
I mean, Caesars and Bally's would be the optimal.
That's true.
2 rooms to get.
So I want to do the status match and give them some play. So he said that he went and played for a very brief amount of time and was getting Sunday through Thursday comps and cruise offers. So I want to see.
I don't value the cruise offers very highly, I must say.
And I've had that in my head for a while to do the status match, but I didn't really want to do it until I could actually play there for at least a little bit. Like not just swing by and get the match and leave. Mm-hmm. If they won't match my $50 free bet from Borgata, then I think they'll just give you $25 free play, which that's fine. Which is what I'm getting. That's my next best offer anyway. So I take that. The Yard has a happy hour, Kyle. We could go to the Yard happy hour.
We could. But you know what would have been better? Harry's Oyster Bar.
Oh, that's true. Damn it.
I ruined it for you.
You did. Now I can never go to the Yard again.
Yep. We could sit there for an hour and have no one serve us. But then eventually it would get served and it'd be great.
Yeah, that's true. Get some delicious oysters. We need to go to Cuzzy's Pizza at some point.
I've never been.
It seems to be open more hours now than it used to be.
Maybe we can go Saturday for lunch or something, maybe.
Yeah. Or I could go Friday for lunch on my own.
Although I think I said we have to use... I have a bunch of resort comps that are going to expire soon.
That's true, too. If you book a room, you can just use them on the room. Oh, your room's going to be comped. Duh.
Yeah. I mean, there's resort fees, so...
The other thing I have listed, last thing, I promise, at Bally's, Casino Cafe and Grill.
Why would you do that? You just went a month ago and said it was terrible. Said the coffee was terrible.
Correction from last episode, by the way. You foolishly said, when has that space ever been used for anything other than stuff like Six a Bistro, Casino Cafe, and Grill, Water Dog? It was Buca de Beppo.
It was Buca de Beppo?
Yeah.
It was, after it was Six, it was Buca. Yeah, you're right.
It was an Italian place. There you go. All right. That's enough trip planning, because none of the planning means anything. If you know this podcast, This is all meaningless. We're going to be staying at frickin' Golden Nugget, which actually I would say is
not that bad.
Not the most unlikely situation. I do get it comped. You get it comped.
Two Golden Nugget rooms and a Harris room or something?
That's true.
I mean, we could also just have a room with 2 beds. And we could stay in one place.
That's true. Impossible.
They don't have the technology.
No. I'm excited for my saltwater taffy taste-off.
All right, so Bar 1 is now the Candy Cane Lounge through January 3rd, because...
Perfect candy segue.
Bar 1 has to be something different every 5 minutes. Do they have any specialty cocktails for, peppermint something or whatever?
I expect, but I didn't see any information on the website. It was basically just this is Candy Cane Lounge now.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like this, gimmick they have.
I do too. I mean, I like Bar 1 fine, but I like gimmicks even more.
Yeah, it was perfectly fine when we went a couple episodes ago. A couple trips ago.
Yeah. More than a couple episodes.
Until I got COVID, but...
Yeah. So we've been talking a lot about music festivals.
Uh-huh.
There's the Adjacent Festival, the Adjacent Festival, as we've been calling it appropriately. Last episode, we said the Bamboozle Festival was just announced. So that's 2 in 2 episodes. Now it's 3 in 3 episodes, because the Tidal Wave Festival is coming back. It was there last year. Coming back August 11th to 13th. It's a country music festival. No lineups yet. But every 2 weeks, apparently, they're just going to announce a new festival on the beach or at Bader Field in Atlantic City. Are you excited for this one? All the country music?
Yeah.
Last year's headliner is Luke Bryan.
You know, I love
Morgan Wallen, Dierks Bentley. Those are big names in the country music scene.
I've heard of Luke Bryan. I can't even tell you the gender of the other two.
That's funny. Dierks Bentley.
I'm not kidding.
I went to his bar in Nashville. Just ended up there. It's a thing that happened. Tickets are on sale sometime next month, is what they're saying. Sometime in December. No lineups announced. As I said, we did get lineups for Bamboozle. We got phase 1 of the lineup, and phase 2 is coming in what they call winter semester. I have no idea what that means. They're framing the whole thing as like high school yearbooky kind of BS. They announced the dates May 5th to the 7th at Bader Field. So beating the adjacent festival by 3 weeks.
And also not being on Memorial Day weekend, which
I appreciate
has it
that.
going for it. Yeah.
Tickets are on sale November 25th in 3 days. Do you think it will crash Ticketmaster the way that Taylor Swift tickets crash Ticketmaster?
I almost certainly, yes. You know that any music festival in Atlantic City is always the highest demand.
I was actually trying to buy tickets at the same time.
But not for Taylor Swift?
No, not for Taylor Swift. For early 20s girl pop punk group Meet Me at the Altar, who coincidentally playing at adjacent festival. Anyway, here's who's playing at Bamboozle. Limp Bizkit. It is laughable. Rick Ross, Steve Aoki, Young Gravy, who I don't know if you know who Young Gravy is, but he's got a popular song right now that uses the Rickroll song.
Huh.
Never Gonna Give You Up. And then some old emo bands, Boys Like Girls, Mayday Parade, Seosin, who like I was super into back in the day, Say Anything, The Spill Canvas. They were not lying when they said it doesn't make any sense, because like Limp Bizkit, Rick Ross, Steve Aoki, and then a bunch of emo.
Already with those three, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then, yeah, add in a bunch of stuff that you like. So
a bunch of like emo from the early, mid, late 2000s that never got that popular is the weird thing. It's like super scene emo stuff.
Which you love.
Like if you were reading and subscribing to Alternative Press magazine in 2007, like you're really into not the headliners, but like everyone else I just mentioned. Very weird stuff here.
So are you going? Obviously, yes, right?
No, I don't want to see any of these bands. So I liked some of these bands, like Say Anything and Seosin back at the time, but then I like go back and listen to it and I'm like, why did I like this? Like it's weird stuff, man.
When you walk by a group of quote-unquote normal people, chuckle to yourself, patting yourself on the back as you scoff. It's the same superiority complex shared by the high school jocks who made your life a living hell. And it makes you a slave to the competitive capitalist dogma. You spend every moment of your waking life bitching about.
Anyways, music
all
festivals.
Right. Yeah. So Sun Country is going to be operating out of ACY Airport starting in May. You right, just in time for the music festivals, which is true.
Get the segue in.
Yeah. This will be twice weekly seasonal flights from Atlantic City to Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport starting May 1st. You make the joke that they made these flights specifically for Justin W., which sounds right.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, why only to Minneapolis? And then I was like, oh yes, because Sun Country is based in Minneapolis, and obviously you'll then connect to everywhere.
I mean, I don't know if it's quite everywhere. I mean, I don't think their route network is that big, but it'll be slightly bigger.
You want to go from Barcelona to Atlantic City? Done. Sun Country will get you.
So this will be a second airline operating out of ACY. So to go with Spirit, which is the only one ever since AA pulled out. I don't know. How long ago?
I have no idea.
A while ago.
Hey, American claims that they still operate out of Atlantic City, but the way that it works is if you book Atlantic City, what you're actually doing is getting in a bus at Atlantic City, going to Philadelphia International Airport, and getting on a Philadelphia to wherever your destination is flight. Some weird stuff.
That is a little weird.
I don't think we've talked about that on the podcast yet. That's been in effect for a few months now.
I can book, if I go to the AA website, a flight, in quotes, to Atlantic City if I wanted, but it would actually be a bus trip from Philadelphia to Atlantic City, and wherever I am to Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think it would list it as a connection from Philly to Atlantic City. Or from Atlantic
Interesting.
City to Philly, yeah.
Very interesting.
I don't know. Spirit goes all to Florida for some reason. I don't get what that's all about. They go to like 5 different Florida airports and
Well,
Myrtle Beach.
Where else would they really go? Because they're not all East Coast or whatever, but I think it makes the most sense to fly kind of from the south up to AC. BWI is a huge Spirit hub, but it's not going to do a 1-hour flight from BWI to ACY. Doesn't make sense. So
Bring all those old people up to the casinos. They love it.
yeah, I flew Spirit a couple months ago. It was perfectly fine.
I don't think I've ever flown Spirit.
Was, a low-cost carrier.
Exactly what you
bring
wanted.
a backpack only, and you're totally fine. All right, so what you've all been waiting for, October data.
Very short break between data discussions.
Yeah, that's what the people demand. That's what gets us made.
We'll see if we can get any data for next episode
Right.
instead of the trip report.
So October data, the casinos made $220 million, which is down a little bit over 12% from September and a little bit over 7% from October of 2021. So that's not great, but it was a 5-weekend month in 2021 and like only a 4.5 weekend month, which meant there was 5 Saturdays, but only 4 Fridays this year.
I feel like that's a little more than 4.5. Maybe it's like 4
yeah.
and 2/3.
I agree. 4 and 2/3. It's not great that it's down so much. Of the casinos, every casino is down year over year, with the exception of Borgata, which is up 1%, and Hard Rock, which is up 4%. And pretty much everyone else is down pretty big.
Ocean's down 6%.
Yeah.
Everyone else is down between 11 and 18.5 or something like that. It's bad.
Yep. So I think of these, Bally's, for I think the first time in a while, is in last place. But
Yep.
I put this together today, so I was looking. Bally's had a legitimately horrible month luck-wise, so I think that's why they came in last. They're about $1.2 million less than Golden Nugget, which is in second place. And so
Second to last place.
Second to last place, yes. I think something that doesn't come through, like I said, Bally's had just an awful month in terms of luck, and Golden Nugget had a legitimately very good month, and so that $12 million is like pretty bad given that.
Yeah. It's a big swing for both of them.
Tropicana also, which had an absolutely awful month, $17 million, also had a very unlucky month, I think, for them. So
Yeah, Trop, Harrah's, and Caesars are all down 17 to 18%. So CET, bloodbath.
it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, Bally's 10.8 million is very ugly, but like you said, bad luck. And when you're in that range of, 10.8, 12, 15 million, a little bit of bad luck makes the numbers percentage look really bad.
So seeing this, are we going to, by the end of the year, have a 7-digit month for someone?
Oof. We didn't last year, right?
We did not last year.
I think no. I think there's only
Right.
2 more months. I think December's probably usually better than October and November. I say that, but we can look at the data right now.
I think November is normally the worst month. Yeah, I think December is usually a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, it has New Year's Eve. Yeah, so
All right.
in 2021, November was worse, significantly worse than October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
$5?
I don't know. It could push it. Like, Golden Nugget, I think, is actually who I'd be worried about.
$5?
You think there's going to be a
Yeah.
under 10 million? I actually do think there's going to be an under 10 million,
come
but
on, Craig.
I'll still bet you $5.
All right.
I'll go on the side of optimism.
I think it would be Golden Nugget are huge underdogs not to go under $10 million. Pretty much, I think. No one else I don't think is going to do it. But I mean, you never know. Bally's wasn't that far off this month. But
Right.
like I said, their luck was pretty bad. If Golden Nugget even has like an average month next month, I think they'll be under 10.
I'll probably go give Bally's like $50. So
Yeah, there you go.
keep
There
that
you
in
go.
mind. They've got $50 coming too. I'll go and hit some ridiculous Dragon Lake jackpot for like $2 million. Just totally tank them.
I think in terms of the like big takeaways, it's a lot of the same. There's 3 casinos doing well and a lot of casinos not really doing that great.
Yep.
And I think all in all, this was a fairly disappointing month, which we also said about last month. So we'll see what happens going forward.
I think this is significantly more disappointing than last month. Like last
Yeah.
month was like, oh, that's not great, like on keeping with trends, and this is like, oh, this is bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bad.
We have so much time. We could have talked about all this development stuff that I have listed to save for later.
I don't think so. I mean,
What, you want to go to bed?
yeah, it's bedtime.
I'm going to go play Lego Harry Potter.
Anyway, if you want to reach out to us or any of our other listeners, you can do so at our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/DoForAWin. Find all of our great content and buy a shirt at DoForAWin.com. Send Craig tweets at DoForAWin or me at Kyle Askin while that platform's still around, which I think that's all overblown. Seems fine.
Oh, we have a Hive account. Hive Social. Apparently is where everyone, in quotes, is going in case Twitter dies. And by everyone, I mean it has about 1 million users, which is like nothing.
I've never heard of this. I've heard of Mastodon.
Yeah, so Hive is like the new thing that everybody, I think maybe jokingly, is saying that they're starting accounts on. But I parked DFAW there just in case. So if you can find it, it's very hard to find accounts on it, which is the mark of any good social media platform. Search for DFAW. We're on there. I don't have a Mastodon account. Oh no. Somebody's going to steal it.
And you can send Craig questions to doforwin@gmail.com so you can ignore them.
Yes. Hey, I didn't ignore Paul talking about Pallies because there's something in it for me.
That's right. If you want Craig to answer your emails, make sure there's something in it for him.
Pretty much. I mean, that's true for any walk of life.
All right. Any last thoughts?
USA, England, Friday. It's a big match.
Yeah.
Truly, my heritage just fighting each other.
That's right.
No, I don't care at all about England.
Born in England,
but
raised in America.
Very American. Parents American, grandparents American.
Born in England.
Play on a hockey team called the Americans.
Is it like the show with like a, backwards K?
No, it's because there was a New York Americans hockey team way back in the day.
You should be the Atlantic City Seagulls.
We should. Oh my goodness. We should.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And get, $200, Mitchell and Ness jerseys as your...
Yeah.
It's worth it.
We just got new jerseys. They were like $100. Jerseys are expensive.
You may as well just buy the Mitchell and Ness versions.
It's true. So, who are you rooting for? USA, England?
Though I did have a wonderful time at Millwall last summer. I think I'll be pulling for the U.S.
Yeah, no Millwall players on the England national team.
I signed up for Peacock Premium or whatever for 99 cents a month for the next 12 months
for
to
Spanish.
Get it in sweet Univision while I was sitting at work.
Oh, it's perfect. I have it on my phone at work. It's just muted. I don't need to hear the talking. So I just have it on my phone next to
You're not listening to U.S. national team legend Tab Ramos on Univision? You've wasted your life.
No. There was an article on The Athletic that just came out today about the denim jerseys from 1994. It's really good. You should go read it.
So good.
It's the greatest jersey ever created. People apparently hated it at the time. I was 10. The first time I saw it, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever made. I don't understand. Like, still to this day, when people are like, that's a terrible jersey, I can't, it doesn't even compute in my head that anyone would think it was bad.
I mean, I think if you look at and I'm not talking about jerseys because I don't care.
Okay.
About the truth of the game. Like, surely England should win, but we're talking about England here. So I feel like they're kind of going to lose, right?
Yeah, they play too defensive. They're not going to win. I mean, I don't think they have the most talent. Like, I don't think they're as talented as Brazil or maybe France.
Or Argentina. Laugh.
Yeah, I mean, Argentina is just cursed, but...
You come out, you win 6-2 in the first round. Iran's not bad. Like, they're truly not bad, I think.
Yeah, I'm worried about the U.S. versus them.
We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised. Any of the three results would not surprise me. So.
Against England?
And again, I would be surprised, I think, all things being equal, with the U.S. winning in normal circumstances, but just because it's England, you never know.
They'll find some hilarious way
They'll find some way to lose, yeah. Their goalie's just going to miss like 3 back passes or something. Yeah. So. Or
probably involving Harry Maguire. Something will go horribly wrong for them.
Wasn't that like the World Cup like 2 seasons ago where their goalie or 2 World Cups ago where their goalie just missed like
against
a
the
normal
US?
Back pass and it just went not against the US.
Oh.
Against someone else.
No, I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
And yeah.
England, though, like, they should be able to create a team of players that didn't even make their team that would, like, get out of a group stage in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that way. Same thing with, like, Canada hockey.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
People talk about, like, oh, the selection process for Canada hockey must be so hard. It's like, no! You can throw darts at any Canadian name and you're getting, like, still the best team in the world.
Let me tell you what's like, a big disadvantage for the U.S. compared to teams like England or whatever, or Germany or Brazil or whatever. Like when they expanded the rosters to whatever it is, 25 or 26 now,
26,
because let me tell you, the 26th Brazilian player is like a legitimately amazing player, and like the 26th best U.S. player is like some shitty player.
Jordan Morris from the Seattle Sounders.
Hey, he played in the first game.
He did. Why did he?
For reasons.
Oh, God. Anyways.
I mean, anytime you've got Giovanni Reina on the bench, you can't put him in, put Jordan Morris in there.
Yeah. So that's the World Cup cast.
Yeah.
I think this can be our new segment, post, replacing the Boardwalk Empire thing for the next one episode, I think, before the World Cup's over.
I mean, if only they could still have Wondolowski on the team. That's the only thing that would be better.
I love Wando.
Oh my God.
He's all right. MLS's all-time leading scorer.
He is like the worst soccer player ever, at least in World Cup history.
In his one appearance for 5 minutes where he missed a difficult chance.
Where he missed a wide open goal that would have made us have the most improbable win in World Cup history.
In a game where Belgium had like 98% possession.
Right. And had like 15 shots on goal in regulation. And it was still the best scoring chance was Wando just cranking it over the net from 6 inches in front of the goal.
Yeah. The worst part is that he only made the team to finish that chance.
Like he had no skills other than just being like
finishing.
The ultimate poacher, like around the net of like, it's just like a ball will show up at his feet and then he'll put it in. And like that happened in that game and he just couldn't do it.
Yep.
Terrible.
If they were wearing those denim jerseys, he would have scored. All right.
If they were wearing those denim jerseys, Tim Howard would have given up like 8 goals.
Maybe.
All right. Anyway. We'll talk to you guys later, hopefully with a trip report next time.
Yeah. If there's no trip report, it's just going to be 45 minutes of World Cup talk.
Yeah, Chris Wondolowski fan club talk. I'm done with this podcast.
We made it 7 years. It's a long run.
It was Chris Wondolowski that drove us apart.